Good old 40 Smith & Wesson. Once the darling of law enforcement, now not so much. Is a 40 cal obsolete, or is it still a solid choice for your everyday carry? Well, today, we're going to settle that debate. Alright, so let's first talk about how we got here. The 40 Smith & Wesson was introduced back in 1990, designed as a response to the infamous FBI Miami shootout in 1986. Law enforcement wanted a round with more stopping power than the 9mm, but in a much smaller package than the 10mm, which some officers found a bit too much to handle. So the 40 Smith & Wesson was that middle ground. It had more punch than 9mm, but was easier to control than the 10mm. For years, it was the go-to round for law enforcement and self-defense, but times have changed. So why is 40 cal not as popular as it once was? Well, there are a few reasons. First off, let's talk recoil. A lot of people find the 40 to be snappy and harder to shoot, especially compared to the softer recoil of 9mm. That extra kick can make follow-up shots slower and less accurate for some shooters. Then there's capacity. With 9mm, you typically get more rounds in the same magazine size compared to 40. In a world where more rounds can mean more confidence in a self-defense situation, that shit matters. And lastly, ammo availability and cost. Since 9mm has surged back into popularity, it's cheaper and easier to find. Meanwhile, 40 Smith & Wesson can be a little pricier and sometimes harder to come by, depending on where you are. And that's facts, because 40 Smith & Wesson can be literally almost twice as much per round as 9mm. Hey, but hold on though, before we start digging 40 cal's great, let's give credit where the fuck is due. The 40 still has plenty of perks, and for the right person, aka somebody that's not a bitch, it can be a great choice. One of the biggest pros is stopping power. While modern 9mm rounds have come a long way, there's no denying that 40 still packs a much bigger punch. It delivers more energy to the target, which some argue translates into better stopping power in defensive situations. And hey, if you're worried about recoil, it's called training. Yeah, take your shit to the range and shoot it. Yeah, 40 has more recoil, but with proper practice and good fundamentals, you can definitely get fast, accurate follow-up shots. So once again, don't be a bitch. The recoil's not that fucking bad. And guess what? If that's what you shoot, it's called getting used to it. Adaptation. Oh, I'm on one. Anyway, plus its versatility. If you're the type who likes having options, many 40 cal handguns can be also converted to shoot 9mm with just a barrel swap. And then you get two guns, best of both worlds. And honestly, conversion barrel technology has really come a long way. Because I remember at one point people were like saying that shit's not reliable or whatever. But like the conversion barrels that I have, I'm totally confident in carrying them. I've literally never had malfunctions with the two conversion barrels that I have. Period. All right, anyway, so how do you decide if 40 cal is right for you? One, are you a bitch or not? I'm just kidding. But like, seriously though, like, can you, like, you know what I'm saying? What kind of panties do you wear? It's just a question, you know what I'm saying? You wear boxer briefs or thongs? No, here's the thing though. Modern 9mm has gotten really, really good. All the advancements in 9mm, many experts say 9mm is more than enough for self-defense. You can see law enforcement, military, they're all moving back to 9mm. Cool. But I don't know. I feel like the same bullet technology has happened with 40 Smith & Wesson too. Either way, if you're someone that wants that extra peace of mind with more energy in your round, or if you're looking for a great deal on used firearms, thanks to so many agencies switching from 40 to 9, you can find a shit ton of dope-ass police trade-ins. This isn't one, but you can find them. You know what I'm saying? I like my new shit, but I'm definitely going to be getting some police trade-ins because those are awesome. And then, I mean, the biggest drawback is the cost, because availability isn't that bad. It's just available as 9mm. It's just fucking twice as expensive. You could find 40 cal anywhere you could find 9mm, and you can get the prices a little bit closer if you're buying in bulk. You can make all the excuses. It all boils down to you're scared. You're a little bitch. Y'all could probably tell my perspective on this by the tone of this video. Is the 40 cal obsolete? In my opinion, hell no, not at all. It's not as trendy, and you can follow trends if you want, but just because the trend is going in one direction doesn't mean that the direction they're coming from that was serving them well for decades isn't still viable. If you can handle the recoil and you want that extra stopping power and you're not a bitch, go for it. But if you're looking for cheaper, more plentiful ammo and higher capacity, 9 mils probably the way to go ultimately. I mean, it's just 40, it's more expensive per round. It requires more training. That's basically what it is. So it's about what works for you, your comfort, your preferences, your economic situation, and your shooting style. So either way, I like 40. I do carry 9, but I like 40, and I hate that so many people talk shit about 40. It doesn't matter what you choose. As long as you train and carry it confidently, you're probably going to be good to go. But anywho, that's enough of my fucking diatribe on how great the 40 Smith & Wesson is. What do you think? Is 40 cal a dying breed? Are you still carrying it today? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more firearms tips, reviews, and discussions. Until next time, stay safe, train hard, and shoot accurately. Peace.